to like hit harder.
Hold up, man.
But
You know how this is right now.
I don't know how true that is, bro. Wait, what?
Well, shout out to the Polytickin Podcast. We back. I was telling
back.
I was telling Marcus about how mangoes get you higher. This was going to talk about orange juice and MDMA.
That's what I learned in high school. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. But then all the Caucasians was telling me that, so I don't know how true that is, but it has to be true if the Caucasians was telling me that. You know what I'm saying?
They the ones that find out about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Come to find out, the indigenous people was doing it first, but then they just found it out years later and said, "No, we discovered it first."
Yeah, dude, we discovered it. We've been getting high, dude. Man, if y'all don't knock it off, man.
Your school was wilding, bro.
Welcome back.
Your school was wilding.
Yeah. I swear, bro. They were doing the good old playing with it. Everybody playing with those over there, and I was just like, dude, I can barely handle this marijuana over here, bro. Y'all over here doing crazy stuff, bro.
My fault. Go ahead. Get us right, bro. Get us right.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You know what it is. I'm Oh Hello Marcus, and I'm here with the Uso Sefa Am. I got a question for you, bro. What's better than eating a mandarin?
I don't like mandarins. So,
what's better than eating a mandarin?
Like a lot of stuff, eating a Fuji apple, eating a navel orange, eating a
what about chicken. Oh yeah, but what about eating a mandarin?
Well, yo,
we back.
This is how you
back.
This how you come back.
Yeah, this how I'm coming.
This dude come back.
This is how I'm coming.
Came back with some violence, bro. You good? You good?
Yeah, bro. This guy just ruined the joke. Oh, a Fiji apple, a navel apple. Like, bro, who is this guy, bro? What a way to ruin the joke. This guy. Oh, damn, everything's better than eating them. I don't like mandarins, dude. Like this fucking this is how he does me when I come back to this shit. He ruins my damn joke.
Wait, was I supposed to know that was a joke?
No, you were supposed to know that, but goddamn, like he was just over here listing all the shit that's better than a mandarin. I'm like, yo, this guy does not get it yet. I'll just interject right now. All right, fine.
Bro, I thought this was a podcast. I thought this was a podcast topic. Like I thought you
wanted to save it because you was.
I thought you ate a mandarin and it was really, really good. And you're like, what else is this good? I thought this guy came with a knock joke.
Yeah, bro. We really out here, man. Been gone for a week. We back at it again. Episode 57. You know what it is.
58.
Man.
58. I didn't know.
No,
it is 50. Is it 57? I don't know. We didn't do it, right? I don't know. It's something.
Yeah, we did. We'll figure it out.
Welcome to the episode.
Yeah, just welcome back to the episode, bro. I've been gone for a week, man. And things. Yeah, we're exhausted, bro.
Hey, man, we missed you, bro. I missed you, dog. I was telling Marcus texted me last night, and I was just like, "Dang, bro, I missed you, man." I don't know why I feel like I can't text him outside of pod days.
Yeah, for real, bro.
It's like, damn, bro, what the hell? He's right here.
Man. What?
No, I was gonna say how you doing, but I should do the catch up first because
yeah, man. How the hell have you been doing? All right, because I want to hear it. All right, I've been gone. Yeah, man.
Since you've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
I've been good. I've been chilling. You know, same old. We decorated for Christmas last night and watched Home Alone. You know what I'm saying? Getting right.
Thanksgiving, but then y'all had your Thanksgiving last month.
We don't have Thanksgiving anymore. Yeah, our Thanksgiving is up, so it's basically anytime you really want to set up. Usually, my family we do Christmas the day after Thanksgiving, but we have Thanksgiving a month before out here, so. We did it last night, you know, my girl mostly did it. And then we watched Home Alone. You know what I'm saying? I totally forgot how much of a little dickhead that fool was.
Kevin McAllister? Yeah, he's a dick.
Oh my God, bro. Like when he was acting up I was like, man, I would have left this fool on purpose. I'd have extended my vacation in Paris. Like, yeah, we was watching it, and honestly, I haven't seen that movie in forever. So I forgot a lot of stuff. Like the part where he spilled the milk or he spilled the drinks and then they threw away his ticket on accident. And then the part where they was leaving on the van and then the guy was like, "Oh man, there was a power outage because that's why they were late." The power outage shut off all the clocks, and then the house phone got disconnected from the power outage, so then they couldn't call them when they got to Paris. Like I forgot how intricate the movie was. So it was pretty cool. Like honestly, it was pretty believable. I mean, not as believable, but it was pretty cool. Like,
right.
I see why it's a classic. 23 years later, or 33 years later, whatever. Yeah, so we watched it. We had a good little, introduction to Christmas time and whatnot. And hopefully it doesn't snow out here, but we'll see.
This is the first one, yeah? Because I remember watching the second one a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing.
New York.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I was watching this, I was like, I don't remember this one at all. I hella remember the second one. He had the recorder thing. He had the dude in the shower. Like I mean the puppet in the shower. But yeah, I hella remember the second one. I don't remember the first one like that. So the second one is your favorite?
Yeah, definitely. I just remember Rob Schneider being in there, and then he asked for the tip, and then he just put out his stick of gum and just put it in his hand. Yeah, Kevin's a dickhead.
Do you have like any favorite like Christmas movies? Like any movies that you have to watch during Christmas?
Man, and people talk a lot of shit about it now, which is kind of crazy to me. But bro, A Christmas Story, that's my shit, bro. Christmas Story is my shit.
I can always count on you to make me feel like you old as hell. What year did A Christmas Story come out, bro?
Bro, I don't even know, dog. I know it's way older, you know what I'm saying? It's hella old, but bro, every time I see that on, I'm just like, dog, I gotta watch this, bro. Because I used to watch it with my parents and shit, and then I'll always remember Ralphie, you know what I'm saying, when he finally got the rifle. He finally got the rifle, and then he fucking shot his eye out, and the entire movie, his family was like, we can't get you that, you're gonna shoot your eye out. And then he shot his eye out. I was like, oh, bro.
I don't remember,
bro. They was telling you.
I don't remember much from that movie, but I do remember that, and I do remember the dude, he licked the pole, right? He got his tongue
he licked
stuck.
The pole in his, idiot.
I've done that before. Like, I forgot what it was. It wasn't no damn public pole, but I think it was like something in the freezer. Like, there was something in the freezer, and I was like, oh, that's like the movie, and I got my tongue stuck. I want to pour water around it.
Yo, that's crazy.
I don't know how to fix it, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's one. I definitely thought you was gonna name Elf. I thought you was like an Elf guy.
Oh, Elf's a great one. Yeah, Elf's a great one, man. That came a little later, you know what I'm saying? That came out when we were in high school and shit. But yeah, that's a great one. I think we watched that in class a couple of times, like leading up to Christmas break. Like they would play Christmas movies. So yeah, So Elf is a great one, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Grinch, the Grinch with Jim Carrey. That's a hard one.
Oh, with Jim Carrey, that one was a little scary.
With Jim Carrey. Yeah, that's a little too uncanny valley. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, the animated one's obviously a classic. But I really like the Jim Carrey live action one.
Yeah, Jim Carrey, but, he be getting into his characters a little much. I be believing him. I don't know. Yeah, I just was watching Truman Show the other day, and holy crap, bro!
What a great movie, bro!
That's a crazy idea for a movie, but
man, what? And it's kind of now. You know what I'm saying? We're living in the Truman Show now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like life and the world, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
pregnant.
That's pretty much all I've been up to, bro.
That's right, dog.
Everybody's been wondering, man. Everybody's been, thinking about you, thoughts and prayers and whatnot. How have you been, my dog?
Man, we're all exhausted here at HQ. You know what I'm saying? We're all tired. It was definitely very emotional throughout the week. A lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning. Some drinking here and there, but and a lot of Samoan stuff, bro. A lot of faalavelave A
Yeah.
lot of running back and forth with Gilgusis, envelopes with money. A lot of sewers, a lot of sewers. You had to got you a lot of sewers, bruh. And man, we were shirtless. Nips was out a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby oil?
Hey. Yeah, no baby oil. We didn't need it. We was sweating like dogs,
Natural.
bro.
You got natural baby oil.
You know what I'm saying? We was glistening and all that. You know, so it was a very busy week, and I did miss the show, man. But one thing that happened in particular that just sticks out in my mind, out of all the things that happened throughout last week, right?
Yeah.
Bro, there was a lull, right? There was a lull in the action, bro. It was last Thursday. Like we were done cooking for the week, or we were done cooking for our house. You know what I'm saying? All the families were done coming over. All the big families were done coming. And there was no small families coming to, you know, for small sewers and stuff. So there was a lull in the action. Nothing going on, bro. And we didn't plan on cooking that night for ourselves, for our household, because our neighbors were going to bring some food over for us. You know what I'm saying? And they're Filipino family, and they came and brought some pancit and some pancit and some lupias, bro.
Okay.
Bro, when I tell you that shit was bomb, but see, this is what happened, bro. We was all chilling in the front, you know what I'm saying, watching our nieces, you know what I mean, just chilling, bro. And then we hear the doorbell ring or somebody knocked on the door, and my Uso goes to answer the door. And my Uso says, hey, the neighbors came, they brought the food. Bro, I got up so fast to try to help him out. I was like, hell yeah, bro. And then as I'm going to try to get over the table, bro, I friggin' hit the table with my foot. And then I'm like, oh, shoot. And I'm losing balance, bro. I'm like, oh, and I think I can catch it, bro. Have you ever fallen like slow, like in slow motion? Bro, it was the slowest fall of my life, bro, in front of my Usos, bro. So, looking like Shaq, bro, when he falls and takes a charge, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, bro. And then I landed on my stomach and on my face. Oh, you know what I mean? And I was just sitting there like, dog, I couldn't move. And I just started laughing, bro. I just like, oh, this is ridiculous. After all the things we're going through right now this week, I had to trip and fall and eat shit in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Did they laugh?
And then all over some food, bro. Yes, of course they laughed.
That's
of course
funniest
they
part.
laughed.
That's the funniest part. You had to fall over the food.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, of course it takes food for me to fall over my feet and friggin' eat shit, bro. And of course we all laughed. And I couldn't get up for like 30 seconds, bro. I had to just sit there and just lay there.
You got to play it off.
Take it all in.
You got to play it off.
Play it off.
Yep.
How can you play it off when you're falling like this?
You got to. Every time I fall slow for some reason. I don't know how it works. I think
because you're trying. Because you're trying, and you feel like you can get it back. You feel like okay, yeah. Oh no, no, and then you go down. It's like, bro.
So just you probably sat there before. You probably stepped over that table before. You probably never fell before. Was it the food that really changed things that time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it definitely, you know what I mean? It definitely rewired my brain because I was so excited. You know what I'm saying? You go through all these reps thousands of times, bro, but then you throw food in there like, oh, bro, yeah, I could do this 1,001 times. And then the 1,001, it just turns into a smack on the floor.
I will give you this. If there was any type of food to fall over, it would be Filipino food.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be pancit and lumpias, bro. Man, they brought a whole aluminum tray of that, bro. Aluminum pan, and it was game over, bro.
Oh man,
I done snuck in at least 30 pieces night one.
I would definitely fall over some Filipino food, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the construction workers outside your window right now.
Hey, they're going ham right here on the streets right now, bro. Before we started, I had to friggin' move the car.
Oh, I thought you said you had to go. Hey, man, I got a podcast to do. Y'all got to stop.
Yo.
Hey,
what a piece of shit I would be for doing
this. This the Polytickin Podcast. I don't know if you know him. Oh, hello, Marcus. Yeah, we about to run things a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you could just take your mess.
Sir, we don't give a fuck. Get your dumb ass in the house or move your car. We got some shit to do. We got some real work to do.
Why when we start talking about them, they get louder?
Yo, they hear us. Hold on. I can do this. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, tell him, Marcus. Tell him get the hell up out of here. They right outside this food. Oh.
Man, don't talk shit when I don't have the earphones in, bro.
That fixed
Don't talk
everything.
shit like that, duh. What you
That
say?
literally fixed everything. It just all went away just now. Damn,
I'm
bro.
trying to keep it open. It's hot as
You got a
hell.
you got a bulletproof window, bro. Damn.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on,
Bro,
bro.
there is no sound. That thing is soundproof.
Come on, man. Come on. This the stew.
All right, man. So yeah, I don't blame you. I fell a couple times. I don't know if it was specifically over food, but knowing if I moved fast enough to be falling somewhere, it was probably towards a meal. So
Yeah.
so I can sympathize with you, brother. And like I said, Filipino food is so good, bro. I'll run to that. You know, I'm with that. Shout out to the Filipinos. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like we was doing, speaking of running, bro, like I said, we was doing a lot of running all last week. You know what I'm saying? Running around different stores, getting things ready. And then on the last day of the burial, rest in peace to my Uncle Fatu, man. We ran all the sewers and stuff. And we had sewers here at the house. You know what I'm saying? We had families coming over and we got sewers for them, and I just felt like totally useless, bro. Like, so let me just ask you, bro, when it comes to faalavelave, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how useless are you at a faalavelave? Because like, you can't just say 10. Like 10 is just like you're just in the corner doing not a goddamn thing while everyone's working. So you're not completely useless.
So 10 is useless and 1 is good. Like you know how to do stuff, right?
Right. Yes. You be in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
you be in there.
I would say I'm a 9 in uselessness.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd give myself like an 8.5. You know what I'm saying? Close.
I think you're closer. I think you're closer to like a 6. You might be the way I heard you had your shirt off. I never had my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give yourself a little more credit, bro. I'm probably a 9 in the uselessness scale.
Right.
I'm much more of a supervisor than an actual worker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or a spectator.
We despise the supervisors, bro. We despise the spectators. Okay, you come here in the trenches.
Hey,
all
you
right?
despise me all you want. I got kicked off the fight one time, and that was it. I was like, hey, hey, I was trying. Your uncle kicked me off.
Yeah, I got kicked off of many things, bro. That's why I'm just like I hover in the background, wait to get yelled at, and like Marcus, come here. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah. I can't just be in the thick of it because then I get told I'm messing up. You're fucking up. You're a freaking, you're the F word. I've been called the F word a lot.
You're fat? Is that the F word?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or the other one. You know what I'm saying? So I was asking because I just felt totally useless during the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was over here helping out with the Usos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it just felt, you just feel like you're just not doing your part. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you some secrets, bro. This is a secret right here. All right, you just walk in and you tend to your grandmother or grandfather or elder auntie or uncle. That's it. I'll be over there. Hey, as soon as I get in there and I see everybody in the mix, I'll be making it known that I'm asking, Grandma, you need anything? You thirsty? Oh, I let it be known that I'm helping my grandma because they're like, oh, Seth, can you? Oh, sorry, my grandma. Your auntie, your favorite auntie.
Oh, this guy, bro.
She needs some water, so I'm gonna go down the street to the store and get some water. That's all you gotta do. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let it be known that you're doing your part, just in a different part of the parts. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's fair enough. We don't have old folks really to tend to like that because, rest in peace. But we do have baby nieces. The thing is, the baby nieces are getting washed by the other old folks, so I can't use them. So I have to look for trash. I have to just hover around. I have to go to the sink. I learned that if all else fails, go to the sink. You know what I'm saying? Bust some suds. You know what I'm saying? But if there's no suds to bust, then what? You know what I'm saying? Besides getting yelled at, because I got yelled at a lot last week. We all did.
You gotta do the church thing where you bring a friend to church and just bring an old lady from the bingo hall. Auntie Shirley, what you need to drink? You need to be like, who's Cassie? This?
Yeah, Marcus, who? Yeah. Marcus, who even is that? Who did you?
Yeah, this is my auntie on my other side. This is my auntie on my other side. Okay, she came to pay respect. Okay,
yeah.
Nah.
Where are the aunties on your other side, Marcus? We don't know who that is.
I'm pretty useless. You know, I ain't really like growing up. My cousins usually did everything, and we're there if you need a hand. Like you can count on us to. If you say, "Hey, come do this," then yeah, I'll step in. But as far as like knowing what to do and like taking the initiative and like, oh, let me start boiling the water. Like, nah, that ain't me, bro. I'm in the back. I'm in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm the last in the line, you know? I'm the everybody making the chicken, you know, they got I'll sit there and make, throw the chicken in the oil and then take it out, whatever. But as far as like the fa'i or the coconut or all of that, nah, I don't really know how to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great food fanner. I do that all day.
Okay.
You give me that cardboard, I'm there. Ain't no flies getting on this sapasuy at all, bro. Trust me, I got you. That's about it.
I can definitely wrap an aluminum tray with some foil. You know what I mean? I can lift that up from the bottom and put it in the warmer. You know what I'm saying? I can even start up the grill for you, bro. You know what I mean? I'll throw some charcoal in there. I'll move shit around. You know what I mean?
I was
sweeping here and there.
I was kind of hoping this story. You said you tripped. I was thinking you tripped while you was running up a case of Wahoo or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh nah. I was for the sewers. I was in charge of the falas, the opening and presenting. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, because when you go to faalavelave, it's usually the women, the girls who are in charge of like doing a lot of that stuff. But for us and our family, we wanted the boys to be in charge of it. You know what I'm saying? So we was over there presenting these falas, running kyokusis and cider and the pisupo and all of that. So when I would present, bro, oh man, I didn't know whether to run or to walk. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is running. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here like briskly jogging, looking like a fucking idiot with these falas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you was barefoot?
I was barefoot and shirtless, bro. The nips was out. And we was using like what?
You was using the what?
Using the silky ass material on the ear that kept falling off, revealing art. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see it falling off, I had to hand it off. Like, hey, take this, bro. Take this. I had to run around the corner, Sulu it up, bro, and then come back in and do what we had to do. You know what I mean? So it was a whole lot of that, and a whole lot of tensions was high. It was thick in the air. You know what I'm saying? Cut the tension with the knife. People was angry. You know what I'm saying? People were annoyed, but
what's one thing you can share with us that you got yelled at about? Like what did you do wrong?
What didn't I do wrong? Not what's it called? Not walking with the fala while we were presenting. Yeah, because like I said, I was just doing like briskly jogging and shit. Oh, like and the sewers at the house. I didn't. So other families came, right, and we would got either sewer to them, and then they in turn would give stuff back to us, right? So when they would give stuff back to us, like there was a day where I had to sort out the different falas that they gave us by sizes, and then like my auntie would tell us, she would tell me like, hey, too big, too small, and I was just like, I don't know. That kid something different, so I'll just throw it all, make it hella unorganized, bro, and just slow down the process, bro. So I got yelled at for that. It was a whole lot of like sewer related stuff I was getting yelled at for. You know what I mean? Things weren't getting sorted right by me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't fast enough to bring the falas out to present. You know what I'm saying? I was putting the falas in the wrong place. You know what I mean? I wasn't out there fast enough to put Wahoo in people's car. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a whole bunch of nonsense, bro. Well, not nonsense, it's cultural stuff. But I am just terrible at this Samoan stuff, you know what I mean? So I was just glad to be there and be in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But getting yelled at is not fun. At 32 years old, getting yelled at like this, you know what I'm saying?
I can't do it.
It's hilarious, bro.
I can't do it, man. I like to play to my strengths, and I kind of, I know where my weaknesses is at. So When it comes to
And
that
so
type
do
of
I,
stuff,
but so do I, but people just want to exploit it and call you a, you know what I'm saying, whatever name in the damn book.
well, I mean, I feel. Did you guys have a lot of people helping out? Like, there's a lot of
Oh
people your
yeah,
age.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
just
yeah.
man, just
Yeah, we
pass that
did.
thing on. Pass that. Hey, pass the
Yeah, man.
buck. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the buck.
they say, Marcus, you need to. Hey, cousin, you need to come over here and Auntie
Yeah, see,
Nisa.
I
Gotta
don't want to do that
delegate.
because
You gotta delegate. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, but see, I'm part of the delegation. You know what I'm saying? They delegate the work to me, so I
Well,
feel very responsible
yeah.
in doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Since it's like directly, you was living there, and that's directly. I can see why. You the son, so you
Yeah,
have to.
man.
But
Yeah, I want to be involved in it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You just what? What are you? You just a distant cousin that just comes to help?
I mean, I've always, we've never had no immediate deaths in my lifetime. My grandpa and my uncle passed away in 92 when I was born. So
Yeah.
we never really had to deal with it. I had cousins, I had aunties and uncles, you know what I'm saying? But nothing that was immediately to us. So we haven't had to deal with that, thank God. But hopefully, the next time we do have to go through that process where it is an immediate situation, like I'm old enough to be like, hey, go do that. Like they're not going, if it would have happened on like 20, 21, 22, you can't really escape it. But like the older you get, the further away from the chores you get. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So
exactly.
I think I'm approaching kind of sort of, hey, you go, I think I don't know. And plus, now that I don't live in Sacramento, I think I get like the visitor pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta
you
be
get
a
to
super
sit in there.
you gotta be a super Samoan to come from out of town and go in and dive straight into the fouls. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, I didn't seen a lot of super Samoans. Yeah, bro. I didn't seen a lot of super Samoans show up to the church doing that, bro.
Like we don't know what we're gonna do, and all of a sudden, the son from the military comes in from Japan, and he saves the day.
Who is that? Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's Jerry. Jerry came back from his deployments.
Yes. I like Jerry.
I heard Jerry was here. Where's he at? He's digging the umu right now.
Yeah. What?
What the hell? He's fresh off
last night. Yeah. He's fresh off the boat.
Yeah, what the hell? This fool took a charter flight just
man.
to come over here and do the umu. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody getting yelled at the faalavelave. Hopefully y'all family getting through it.
Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're not alone. Okay. I've also been yelled at. We're all gonna get yelled at together. Like, all this Samoan stuff, like it's a great learning experience, obviously, man. And there's a lot of things that I learned last week that wasn't directly related to the faalavelave stuff, but it was like it kind of threw me for a loop, man. When my Uso told me about this happened in American Samoa, bro. It was chilling over there at the church on the wall again, and like lull in the action. So a smoke break, you know what I'm saying? So we was all chilling, and the Uso was telling me a story about a pastor out there in American Samoa whose son had, he had
self-transition. Yeah.
Yes, he had unalived himself, right? And mind you, this pastor was the Kaikai Fongo for his pulega, right?
What is that?
And I don't want to butcher. Yeah, the pulega, from my understanding, is that the pulega is like a group of churches, right? Okay. A group of churches that is like one community. I want to say, like, please, somebody correct me on this. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm explaining it okay, but the Kaikai Fongo is like is a certain type of position within that. You know what I'm saying? You have Kaikai Fongos in your church, and then you have Kaikai Fongos of your entire pulega, the community of churches. So he had that position. And then literally a week after his son does what he does, bro, the board came together, that pulega board, the board of pulega, whatever. All right. They came together and decided that because of what his son did, that he should be demoted from his position as the Kaikai Fongo of the pulega. This was a week after his son did that, bro. And I was like, dog, when he told me that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How crazy is that, bro? That's our peoples, bro. Like that's how they treat something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
I,
that shit got under my skin, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, that's disgusting, bro.
let's just say this, because we probably have some people that are connected to the situation or whatever.
Yes.
We're getting this, everything that we say from here on out about this topic is based off of the information Marcus just gave you.
Yes.
Because like a lot of the news from back home we kind of get sometimes it's by word of mouth or through the church. And
Telephone.
sometimes,
Telephone.
yeah, sometimes it might be incorrect. But the fact that we can hear this and believe it, that means that we could see that happening in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So the real story or the truth, there might be a different type of story out there. There might be a true story, or this might be the true story. But just to preface whatever we get into right now, it is solely based off the intention of this is what happened and this is the repercussions of what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just say that.
Based on reflect our own type
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm
because
saying? As
the
heads of
actual
the Polytickin network.
yeah, because the actual story it may be different, but the actual story may be it. So
Yeah.
with that being said, if that is true, if that is how it played out, what do you think, bro?
I think that's nasty business, bro. Like just it just adds more salt to the wound. You know what I'm saying? Like this, he
Mm-hmm.
literally lost his son the week before, dude.
Yeah,
And you're making him lose this, but you're demoting him because of that.
yeah.
Something that was out of his control. You know what I'm saying? Like how gross? That's gross, bro. It was gross to me, and like I said, it got under my skin, bro. I didn't know how else to think. I didn't know how else to justify how and why they did that. You know what I mean?
I think
I tried to think
I,
of it from their point of view, but I just couldn't. I was just like, man, y'all are heartless, bro. Y'all were heartless for that.
I mean, there's a lot of situations. American Samoa and Samoa and the Pacific Islands in general, they have a really high suicide number. Like in
Yeah.
terms of statistics, per capita the suicide rate out there is crazy. And it's really not talked about because um a lot of families don't like to report them as suicide,
Mm.
and and to get into the whole like just the mentality behind that is they look at suicide as like a negative thing. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, of course yeah, of course. I see why, but it's like a shameful thing. Like they look at it as shameful. And
Mm-hmm.
my issue with the way that Samoans look at it is because there's always, or not always, but there's most likely patterns, there's most likely signs.
Mm-hmm.
And when kids exhibit these signs, um, Samoan elders typically don't know what to do or don't care to do anything. And
Mm-hmm.
so for me looking at it, it's like, okay, so you had all these signs, you had all these chances and opportunities to interject yourself and to just be like, hey, what's going on? But instead, you kind
Mm-hmm.
of push it off, push it off, push it off. And when it gets
Yeah.
to that point, like now you care. Like
Yeah.
now you care. And it's not that you care about the person, you care about the image, you care about the optics, you care about the reputation and not so much the person, right? I think we just look I think they look at suicide and everything that leads up to it as they look at it in a skewed sense that kind of doesn't put the person first. And in this
Yeah.
case, right, you have a father who lost his son, and instead of caring about the person first, you care about the optics. You care about, oh, what are
Yeah.
they going to say if they know that, I'm gonna just call him superintendent because I didn't know but if our
Yeah.
superintendent, if they find out, oh, that superintendent, he's leading y'all churches, and his, he couldn't keep his son alive,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're putting the people first. Like as you know, as prideful as we are, as much as we
Mm-hmm.
care about our name, our village, our culture, or whatever, it's like everything is before the person. And it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me because we as the people are the ones who carry the culture. We carry the
Mm-hmm.
name. We provide for the village. Like
Mm-hmm.
it should be the other way around in some instances. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's
I think
heartbreaking. Yeah.
yeah. Like with this, like specifically, bro, I was thinking that there's definitely religious undertones to it,
Mhm.
especially because of who he is and his
Yeah.
position within the Pulega and the church. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when they see that his son had done that, it's like in their eyes he had committed the ultimate sin. So why would we have his father have this position within the church if his son did that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Along with the optics and the aesthetics of it all, like there's
Yeah.
definitely religious undertones to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it just when I think of it like that, I'm just like, oh, this is nasty business, bro. Nasty. You know?
Let's also attack that real quick, because I'm sick and tired of these churches and pastors and whoever nitpicking in the Bible, bro.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they'll talk down on people committed suicide. They'll talk down on people who choose to be gay or not choose to be, but who are gay or
Mm.
anything like outside of that, while having a second lover, while having a second family, while being married as a pastor. It's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
it's a lot of like nitpicking going on in the community. And a
Yeah,
lot of these
bro.
people who are the most judgmental actually have the most to hide in a closet. I think it's
Mm.
funny. I think it's crazy because they actually believe it. Like it's
Yeah.
one thing to lie to other people, but when you start lying to yourself,
Mm.
that's where it gets dangerous because then you live in a world that ain't even logical. Like you
Right.
really hate gay people, but you really have a second wife, like in another village with other kids outside of the wife that you
Yeah.
married 22 years ago out of high school. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well, hey, I'm not gay, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
Can't say that, dude.
like
I'm not freaking gay. I have a second wife
yeah,
over there in Ogengor. All
it's
right? I'm freaking not gay,
yo,
dude.
yo. It's crazy. It's really crazy to me that these pastors will sit on a high horse and you know what's funny is I'm learning stuff like that about people in my past, and I'm just like, wait, what? And so
Yeah.
you kind of, it's just like, bruh, y'all are not slick. Y'all are not, hired holier than now. It's a lot
Yeah.
going on. It's a lot that's been going on for years that we kind of have swept under the rug, or we kind of have turned a blind eye to that honestly, bro, like now that we looking at it for what it is,
Hmm.
like, nah, y'all is it's some crooked people behind the podiums, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
some
yeah, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's nasty, bro.
So yes,
It's nasty business, man. The USO tells me that, and I'm just like, down with that shit. Fuck that.
yeah.
Burn it all to the ground, bro. You
Um,
know what I mean?
this actually
No.
brings up an interview that I watched. I didn't have this written, but I seen a clip from Behind the Lava podcast. Shout out to the Usos over there doing their thing. Um,
Mm,
they just interviewed four-time Super Bowl champ Jesse Sapolu of the 49ers.
mm,
And the clip that I saw was about him being a father, and it was about him being a Samoan father in America. And bro, when I tell you, like, I was thoroughly impressed. Like Jesse Sapolu is the man, right? Like you want the Super Bowl champions on one of the greatest teams of all time, and you come from such a humble small place, and you make it to the biggest stage in your career or in that field. And I would imagine somebody like that having an ego.
mm.
I just that's just what I go to, and I could be wrong. And in this case, I was wrong. But when you are somebody that great, especially coming from such a small place, I would just imagine. I would just think the ego comes with it. You know,
I would definitely be an egomaniac if I was
right?
Jesse Sapolu. You
That's
know what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I would definitely treat people like shit.
Dog,
Definitely.
he was breaking down his version of fatherhood and how he has navigated being a father, being a Samoan father with the Samoan values while also raising kids in America. And he
Mm.
was saying that he listens a lot more than he was listened to. And he was talking about, he
Wait.
said
Oh, wait, he listened a lot more than what?
he listens to his kids a
Sorry, you cut
lot
out.
more
Yeah.
than Oh, sorry. He listened to his kids a lot more than he was listened to as a kid from his parents. Right.
Oh, yes. Okay.
He talked about how he constantly has to hone his craft of being a father and
Mm,
trying to live in this Western American world while also bringing in his Samoan values and having
mm,
to like having to raise these kids who he knows is in a different world. Like they're not in Samoa, so then not everything can translate over well. And he's been learning his kids, and he's like, I teach my kids things, and they teach me things. And I was
mm.
just blown away by the fact that this guy who has like all these accolades, who's had all these experiences, and who can just he's at the mountaintop, he's on the Mount Rushmore for a lot of people's Polynesian players of all time. For him to still be like admitting that, I have to hone my craft as a father. I learn from my kids. I listen to my kids. Like I was like, damn, that's like some stuff that like a person with no accomplishments would kind of, what I'm saying? Like the dude
Right.
that like, oh, I don't know anything, so I gotta learn everything. But for him to be that up there in my eyes and still be like, no, I listen to my kids. I bring the Samoan values where I can, but I also understand that I have to like I wish a lot like older Samoan families or Samoan people can watch that clip and kind of hear it from him, somebody who they probably look up to. Because if we tell it as kids or we tell it as young people, they're gonna look at this and be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You know?
Right.
I just wanted to shout out that clip from Behind the Lava Lava podcast because I think it was, I mean, I didn't think I would ever hear an accomplished elder Samoan talk like that. And the fact that it
That's
was
awesome.
him, yeah, I hope that other people are taking note. I hope that other people are listening as well and seeing like, oh, maybe I can. He was saying like, admitting like he was, this the same stuff we always talk about. He was like, yeah, admitting that I was wrong to my kids is a big deal
Mhm.
because my parents never said they were wrong. The
Oh,
close he was like the closest
oh,
they
oh,
the closest they got to an apology was son, come eat. That's what he said.
oh. We said the same thing.
And he said learning how to apologize to his kids was like, that was something that he never had as when he was a kid. So I was just like, yo, man, Jesse Sapolo, the number one player of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, it's man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Unc. Shout out to Unc,
Hell
man.
yeah. Shout out to Unc, man. Yeah, that's hard. Man, that's great to know. So people who aren't Super Bowl champions, maybe y'all can take note about what the hell y'all do with your kids. Just Apolu, non-Super Bowl champions. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Come
my
on, bro.
gosh. Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout
That's
out to
hard,
the
bro.
Lava Lava Behind the Lava Lava podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also prayers to the families affected in Samoa, of that kid who self transitioned. That's a big we need to come in and talk about that too, because I know we've touched on it before, but that's a big issue that we really have to get through to a lot of people. Like
Yeah.
I don't
I
think people
had to write it down
understand.
when he told me that.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no, they don't understand, bro. I definitely had to write that down because I knew it was something important to talk about, dog. And I
Mhm.
just want to obviously leave out important details like names and stuff, but man,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it had to be talked about, bro, because that shit
Mhm.
is it's nasty business the way they did him like that, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that's not the first time that that's happened to someone high within the pulega, high within the church. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's probably not the first time, so it's like do better, American Samoa.
Yeah.
Do better.
Speaking of
I'm
people who
back. I'm
need
staring to the camera. What happened?
speaking of people who need to do better,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Puff Daddy. Wait, can you even read this? Is this too small?
No, I can read it.
Okay.
Wait. Which one? Oh,
The
the whole thing. Yeah,
yeah.
the white. Yeah. I got that,
Okay.
bro. Come on,
All
man.
right.
Come on.
Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, Diddy. He also goes by Love. That's his new
Oh,
name,
does he?
Love. Yeah.
Ew.
Diddy
Puff
is
Diddy.
Diddy was sued. He was sued by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, Me and you, it's just me. Remember that song? Remember
That
that?
song is still hard. That song is hard,
When
bro.
she was dancing there, when she was dancing in the mirror room, in a room full of mirrors.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, so shout out
Yeah.
to Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Diddy was
Mm-hmm.
hit with a lawsuit with a bunch of allegations. And honestly, like after these allegations came out, so many videos of people talking about him, so many videos of things that he's done in the past popped up, and they're like, the signs were there. And it kind of reminded me of the R. Kelly stuff, where like for
Mm,
years R. Kelly was accused of something. There was no actual paperwork on his name, but there were so
mm,
many. There was evidence in our face, and we just I don't know. The music was too good, and we didn't believe him. And now he's in jail, and now
yeah.
Diddy was sued. Um, can you read off some of the things that were in the lawsuit from Cassie?
Sure. Endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Miss Ventura, the quote dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking.
Mhm.
Among other violent and unlawful acts, Mr. Combs raped Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura. I want to touch on that because I seen people who they thought it was, or
Yeah.
like people like confirmed who that person was. Yeah, we'll get to that. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. This dude is crazy.
Oh.
Ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. Do we have to keep going? We got two more. Demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. Yikes. And introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, those allegations are crazy, bruh. And
Yeah.
with Diddy, like, and we've heard over the years like what kind of person Diddy is, you know what I'm saying? Like in the tabloids and stuff, like the fight with Drake. You know, it's usually like
He
silly
slapped J.
shit though.
Cole. He
He
slapped J.
slapped J.
Cole.
Cole. Yeah, he
Yeah.
slapped J. Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a lot of silly shit, a lot of dumb shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But then and then once this comes out, everybody had their own story of him acting crazy like this. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So now I'm just like, Diddy. It's like confirmation for me that Diddy is a piece of shit because I've always thought that he was throughout the
Mhm.
years. You know, man,
Yeah.
because of all the silly tabloid shit. So
Mhm.
now it's just even darker because of these. It's like, oh yeah, you're gross, Sean Puff Diddy Love. You're gross, bruh.
Yeah, that mug is crazy. Some
Yeah.
of the things that he was, and the craziest thing about it was filed one day, and the next day it got settled. It settled out of court.
Yeah. And we was talking about this before we recorded, and I asked you, like, does this destroy her credibility? And you said that people were on that side, that it does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously there's hella arguments going on, but at least with that, it's like, does it destroy her credibility to settle just a day after this? You know what I'm saying? Because those some
Mhm.
serious allegations right there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I would imagine, like, I would think that um if you're pursuing a lawsuit against somebody with these kind of allegations, I would think that you'd want to take it as far as you can to give him the maximum sentence. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like if this is truly, what he did to you, like make it, like
Mhm.
take him to court, take his ass to court. But then you settle a day after. For me, I was just like, damn, did now it makes me. I don't know. It makes me like kind of hesitant to believe her, which is fucked up on my part because it's like, bro, she's
Yeah.
obviously this isn't, these are serious, bro. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like it just I don't know. I don't know what
I,
to think. And I'm gonna blame the victim, so they
yeah.
say. You know what I'm saying?
I think the way you're feeling or the way that you initially feel right now, because we just heard about like Marcus literally just heard about this. I had time to sit with it. I read tweets about it. And so my feelings are very different. But in the moment, I probably felt the same way, you know.
Yeah.
And it's valid because when things like this happen, we're not really familiar. Like, it's not something that always happens. It's not something that we always keep
Right.
up with. We only keep up with this because it's public figures that we're aware of, that we're fans of. And so, yeah, this is new. This is new for us to process. But
Yeah.
from what I from from everything that I have come to understand when it comes to change, when it comes to having a revolution or whatever, the first thing that you touch that'll really get people going or really get people to really listen to you is their pockets.
Mhm.
If you don't affect their pockets, if you don't affect their bottom line, nothing is going to be done.
Right.
Um, the protests, they're to gain awareness, to gain interest. But you ultimately, like, the protests don't matter to these companies unless you start affecting the income. And so
Mm.
the fact that she settled for money that is probably like an astronomical number, for one, that's where you got to go first. You got to affect their bottom line. I'm with that. I'm cool with that. Do I think, like, a lot of people were like, man, you should have kept going and you should have took them to court and you should have got them arrested. You're not um you're not doing yourself any favors by settling.
Mm.
But then I started listening to the women on the timeline. Shout out to Lua. Shout out to the other women that were on Twitter talking about it.
Mm.
They were like, because these aren't my thoughts. They said it and I agreed. So they were like, well, first of all, you talking about courts. You talking about a justice system that caters to men, caters to the victimizers. You have to do so much, you have to prove so much, and you have to come with so much evidence if you claim that someone has assaulted you sexually. Like, they don't, the court of public opinion, we will believe the women. But when it comes to the laws and when it comes to the legal ways of going about it, you have to come up
Mm.
with so much evidence just to pin it on somebody. You
Mm.
literally, like, have to go straight from the assault that took place to the police station so they can do the kit and they can make sure, oh, it's still in there. And if anything happens in between, then they can question you. They can say, oh, she has different ulterior motives.
Mm.
You're so in general, women aren't catered to when it comes to the justice system. On top of that, you dealing with Diddy, who has the longest money in hip hop.
Mm.
Diddy got the most money out of all of these people in their realm of celebrity or whatever. So you dealing with the top of the line lawyers, the people who, the retainer is in the 6-7 figures. As Cassie, I don't know what she doing now, but I know she don't got money like Diddy. So you up against an all-star team of lawyers in a system, in a game where you have to, as the woman, as the person that was assaulted, as somebody who's suing a trillionaire or whatever he is, you
Mm.
have to bring every piece of evidence and back up everything. And in general,
Ironclad.
yeah,
Ironclad. Mm.
and so for her to go through that uphill battle, and then somebody else also brought up, okay, she wins and she's owed this much amount of money. Diddy can then appeal and drag it out for years after that. And she
Mm.
don't get paid for 10 years. And she wins, but he appeals, drags it on because he got the money for that. And she might not have the money for that. All of a sudden, 8-9 years down the line, she go bankrupt and still don't got her money from him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So a
Okay.
lot of people were saying, yeah, you should have done this, you should have done that. And it's like, yeah, on paper it sounds great, but realistically, especially in the world that we live in, like, what are her chances of winning? What are her chances of not getting appealed? And what are her chances of actually seeing the payment? As opposed
Mm.
to, in one day we could settle this. I hit his pockets. The allegations are out there. Other people who have similar allegations can come out and hopefully they can start their own lawsuits.
Mm.
And now everybody's
Mm.
picking at his pockets. You know what I'm saying? And then his
Okay.
reputation is
Okay.
shot. His reputation
Yeah.
is shot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. The court
I
of public
think,
opinion is definitely turning on Puff Diddy.
yeah, everybody hates this dude right now, including us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, of course, people would have loved to see her take it all the way. But when you factor in everything else that comes with a court case, that comes with, securing your settlements or securing your whatever payment you get from suing them and being successful in it. It's a lot that she would have to go through, and it's a long process that she would have to go through, as opposed to getting it settled in one day, hurting his pockets and hurting his reputation. You settle in one day, you guilty.
Right.
So yeah, and trust me, bro, the way that you came, like I just told Marcus that he didn't even know it got settled until 5 minutes before we started recording. And the way that you felt initially, instinctively, is just that's how everyone feels, because we don't pay attention to court cases like that. We're not, our favorite rappers aren't always on on the chopping block when it comes to that type of stuff. So this is like a fairly new thing for us to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Side note, bro, that third one, right, with the man's car.
Oh yeah.
I read that was Scott.
Yeah.
Was that Scott Miscuddy's car?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I read that. I was like, damn, why the fuck you do that? Did you ever hear about that? Like, back then about nah? Oh,
I never heard about it.
Just something that, that's something new that you learned too from the allegations. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder why well, I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, I just want to know why the fuck he did that. Like, look, I may not be a fan of Scott Miscuddy's music, but I mean, Brett doesn't deserve to have his car blown up from freaking Diddy Love.
Did Diddy hire you? Did Diddy hire you?
Yeah, it was me. I blew it up. Yeah. I put sugar in his gas tank and blew that shit up, bro.
That's crazy. I totally forgot you wasn't a Cuddy fan. I thought you would have rejoiced over that. Okay. All right.
No, that's man, crazy. I don't wish no ill will on Scott Miscuddy like that. Damn, I'm just not a fan of his music. I don't want his car to get blown up by fucking Love Diddy.
That's crazy. Diddy took Fight for Your Love to a whole nother level.
Man, Diddy.
He didn't only
I meant Diddy. We're so good at this.
And you know what's funny is after these allegations came out, so many videos came out. There's a big conspiracy that Diddy is at the least bisexual. And so many and the whole thing where it was like the male sex workers, whatever. Like a lot of people were quick to believe that one, specifically because there's so many instances of Diddy like trying to seduce dudes, I guess. Like Exhibit, I listened to an Exhibit thing where he said Diddy invited him to a party at a club, and Exhibit was there and everybody was chilling, and he started looking around and it was just dudes making out with each other all over the place, and he was like, yo, what's going on? Like, it's cool, but like, why is everybody doing it? And then the girl told her like, oh, this is a gay club, and Diddy was like adamant about him, like, hey man, you should come to this, you should come chill with me, and then Exhibit felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Cameron said he was at a Diddy house party and he went to go use the bathroom, and right there on the counter was a pleasuring toy, and right there on the counter, like that, all the guests are using the bathroom, and he's just like, okay. A lot of and like I'm saying all this to say, like, honestly, bro, Diddy has been rich for so long, and especially in hip hop, to where, you know, amongst like Jeff Bezos and everybody, I could see you feeling humbled. But when you're talking about amongst people that Diddy came up with, like only Jay-Z is rivaling his amount of money. Everybody else that he started with, and even the people that started before him that at one point were above him, he's above them now. Yeah. And I could imagine with that comes ego. And you see like these different things in him, like they had there was so many like so much video evidence of this dude. And there was a video of him on Drink Champs with Nori and Fabulous and
oh yeah, I remember that.
Fabulous was like, he was like, yeah, why don't you come party with me? Come party with me. Yeah. And he was like
he kept calling him daddy and shit.
Yeah, like it's just a little, he seems like a little egotistical. He seems like the type to power trip. We seen him on Making the Band, power tripping. Yeah. And think back then, especially without us knowing too much about too much of anything, it was like, oh, that's just how successful people are. Successful people are driven and kind of borderline demented, like they just get things done, and you just kind of look at it like, oh, that's a positive. But then like you kind of step back and you're like, nah, that dude is weird.
Yeah. He's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know. So I think this is the case of like, the R. Kelly stuff where it's kind of like all the signs were there. We just neglected it because we have an affinity for this person based off of the music, based off of the art, based off of our memories growing up. But in reality, bro, Diddy is a nasty man who needs to, I hope everybody who's had a situation with him sues him because, and hopefully Cassie coming forward and doing this can inspire others victims that he has, because it sounds like he has a lot of victims. Hopefully they can all step up too. But with everybody that comes forward to support Cassie, there will also be people that come forward and say negative things about her too. And I didn't write this either because I just remembered it. I regret to inform you that one of your heroes actually stepped up and dissed Cassie.
One of my heroes?
One of your heroes, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Shout out to Slim Thugger. Actually, no, don't shout out to Slim Thugger, man. Yes. Slim Thug, he came out and he was basically saying like, there should be a statute of limitations with allegations like this.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, man, I don't think bro should be able to just come out of nowhere. Like if you was dealing with all that stuff in the moment, and you was broke, and then you dealing with a millionaire, and now all of a sudden, everything's cool, and then you leave that situation, but he was like, and in the moment you was getting beat on, and you was having drugs and all these things, and you was cool with it because you was rolling with a millionaire. And then you leave and you marry some regular dude, and all of a sudden that lifestyle that you used to, it don't happen no more, but you still miss that lifestyle. All of a sudden you like, oh, I'm finna go sue this dude for all this money. Nah, man, that shouldn't be able to happen. Nah, hell no. He said all that. Yeah. And I was just like, this is one of the most unnecessary. Like nobody was asking Slim Thug for no kind of explanation. Like,
yeah.
How do you
backtrack? He ended up backtracking anyway, like a day later.
No, he backtracked and he backed up R. Kelly. He backtracked. For real? He backtracked and he did apologize, but he kind of like made it worse. And my thing about Slim Thug is nobody was looking to him for anything. Like he could have just sat there, in his candy paint, wood grain, whipping, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And he would have been fine.
GameCube, Nintendo,
you know what I'm saying?
5% tent, so you can't see up out his window.
No, and it just, I don't understand, bro. But yeah, how did it feel seeing one of your heroes? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just seen what's it? Oh damn it, I forget her name. Something Tiffany Red. Tiffany Red quoted it and said, Slim Thug, shut up. And then I watched it and I was just like, oh yeah, this dude is backtracking. But I didn't know that he like defended R. Kelly and made it shit worse. So I just a case of like everybody wanting to jump on the latest thing that everybody's talking about, rappers included and shit. And then their opinion, like I don't know. And then their opinions are wrong. And then everybody's just like, oh, shut up, Slim Thug. You know what I'm saying? Like all these rappers just want to touch on, what everybody else is talking about. They're trying to have their like finger on the pulse of the culture, but then their opinions are just fucking crazy.
Would you prefer an artist that you like to be quiet or to be vocal when it comes to like social issues like this?
I think I would. I think I'd want them to say something, bro, because I like them. You know what I'm saying? I want them to say something.
What if Fonte came out and was just like, the earth is flat?
Well, then see, that's well, okay. I mean, I thought you were just saying in general, but once they say something, fucking, they jumping out the window or something. I mean, that's what I'm like. Okay, maybe Fonte should just shut the hell up.
Well, I mean, because it could be it's 50-50. Like you You might get an
Right,
artist that you
exactly.
love who kind of feels the way you do about politics or about the world, and that's cool. But there's also a 50% chance that he comes out
That they
and he's like,
thinks that the earth is
I stand,
freaking flat.
I,
Yeah.
like Fonte came out and said, like, if he didn't say this, but if Fonte came out and was like, I stand with Israel, like, what would you do?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, oh, Fonte. Damn it, Fonte.
so you would risk your favorite artist and say, yes, I want to hear them vocal, or just shut up, give me music, don't say anything about nothing. I don't care. Like, what would you prefer?
Yeah, I think I still want them to talk, because then it'll help me make the decision of whether I should keep listening to their music or not be a fan of theirs anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to the old artists back in the day before social media, because y'all got away with doing 3 interviews a year, every 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew about y'all personal preferences.
Exactly.
That's why old artists like Slim Thug come into this new world and they start just popping off at the mouth about something that they shouldn't have said.
Yeah. Yeah, they have no social media awareness at all.
Like,
you know what I'm
oh
saying?
my God, bro. Yeah.
Bro, let it go. Let it go, Slim Thug. You don't need this shit anymore. You don't have to keep talking like this, bro.
Just
like, you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Just post your car.
GameCube, Nintendo. Yeah, just post your car. Okay? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I still can't believe he blew up Kid Cudi's car. That is crazy. Oh. Fuck you, Sean Diddy Love Puff Diddy Combs. Fuck you.
That fool is tripping.
Suck,
that fool's tripping.
Yeah, bro.
Tripping. And you know what else? A lot of the hip hop platforms like Breakfast Club, I'll even say it, the Joe Budden podcast, they're real quiet about this. I think everybody's afraid. And honestly, this dude is blowing up cars and running up with guns. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
But that's
they
crazy.
Definitely know something, bro.
Yeah.
They definitely know something.
It's been real quiet from the hip hop platforms. And that just leads me to believe that I don't know how much money did he got, but he got something. He got something on a lot of people. So yeah, I don't want to end on that note. So let me break into this bag real quick. If it was your first day, all right, if this was your first day of work, you just got to a new job, and there was a retirement party, would you partake in the festivities, and would you eat along, and what would you do?
I'd feel awkward as hell, man. I would feel like, I wouldn't want to get any cake. I know damn well. No, that's a lie. I would want cake. I would really want cake.
Yeah.
But I just feel socially it would be inappropriate for me to get some.
Oh, no.
Like, who the fuck is this new guy?
I wrote
some cake for Trevor's retirement.
I wrote retirement, but when I was thinking about it, the better scenario is if you go to a new job and your first day there, they're like, hey, everybody, the last 6 months has been the most productive of our company ever. So we brought you a buffet style party, and everybody, their steak and prime rib and lobster and everything. Go ahead and send it. Would you participate?
Oh my God, bro. I would definitely wait for someone to invite me into the festivities, bro. I cannot, I definitely want some prime rib, but I'm like, hey, it's my first day. Does this count for me? I wasn't any part of the 6-month productivity, but I mean, I wouldn't even ask that. I would just stand in the corner and wait for someone to feel sorry for me. Like, hey, Marcus, go ahead, bro. Cool, man. You cool.
I would.
You're the newest guy, bro. It's cool.
You just gotta ask them. Just ask them what's on it. What is that? Brussels sprouts? Brussels sprouts? Oh, yes. Okay. Is that asparagus? That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta ask them what's on their plate, and then hopefully, oh yeah, there's a bunch over here, and then hopefully that goes up. I honestly though, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm in there for sure.
You have no shame, huh?
No, I don't. I'm part of the team. All right, this is the team. Yeah. We win together. We lose together. You were part of the team.
Yeah.
Hey,
but you were part of the team that helped grow productivity in the last 6 months.
If I see a janitor in here that ain't done no paperwork whatsoever and he eating, I'm eating too. Me and the janitor eating together.
That janitor was with the company cleaning up after everybody. You just got hired that day.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. That fool was chilling. Janitor was in the closet chilling. He was spraying some counters and wiping them down. Nah, I could do that right now. I'm gonna clean this plate off after I'm done eating. All right. On the flip side, if you was there for 6 months and you guys got this big old party and you see a new guy working and he come to the party, would you not if you would say something? I don't think you would say something, but like, would you feel some type of way?
Nah, bro.
You wouldn't feel some type of way?
Nah, bro. I want that fool to get a plate. Nah. Because
no. What if you didn't?
Because I would want the plate as the new guy. So of course I'd be like, "Hey, bro, get a plate."
All right, you said if you was invited, but what if he was? What if he was the first in line? Like, oh, for sure. Oh okay, yeah.
See, changing it up. If he was the first in line, then I'd just be like, bro, who the hell?
But wait, you said you wanted him to get a plate, and so the fact that he got his plate first changes the way you feel?
Hell yeah, it does, bro. Because I mean, have some goddamn manners, bro. Have some freaking manners about it. Wait for the invite or wait for me to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't just fucking rush your ass to the front of the line and assume you can get a plate. Who the hell are you, Scott? You just fucking got here.
Gonna blow your car up.
Yeah, I'll blow your damn car up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. I'm definitely a hypocrite. I do not give a damn. Do not run to the fucking front of the line. Have some damn respect for my friggin' party.
So I'm
the one who brought up productivity, bro.
So you want him to get a plate just under your conditions.
Right? Under my conditions.
Yeah.
It is my party, and I'll cry if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I wouldn't trip unless he got something and it was the last of it that I couldn't get. You know.
Okay. Or maybe something you didn't want, like the Brussels sprouts and the asparagus.
You talking about like he would get it?
Yeah. Like that's what you would give him? Like the scraps that, you know.
Oh, yeah. You can eat all the Brussels sprouts you want, homeboy. Yeah, go ahead. Make you a Brussels sprout. Yeah. Pina coladas. I don't know. I don't even know how Brussels sprouts work.
Not over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead. Make that plate, homeboy. Yeah, that's funny. I just was thinking about that. It reminds me of my old job where the first day I was there, they had like some kind of party thing. I don't know what it was. I don't even know what it was. It was just my first day there. I walked to the back so they could give me a shirt. They gave me, and the lady was rifling through the stuff in the office, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, once you get your shirt, you go, you know, you got to go get on the register." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I was like, "Where can I put my bag?" They was like, "You can put it over here." So they gave me the shirt. They walked me to the little locker room thing. I got a locker, and as I closed the locker, I heard people clapping. So then I was like, "Man, I don't really want to go in the front yet, you know, with the workers." So then I looked back into the room, the little lobby or whatever, and they had like food. They had like a bunch of food there. And I got in line.
Oh my God, bro.
I was like, dang, this is great. I didn't even think about it. But I was like, dang, this is great because I didn't eat. I didn't eat before I came to work. Like, this is awesome. This is great. Like, God wanted me to eat. That's why he started this party. I started lying to myself. So I'm like, no.
They threw this party for me. It's my first day, man. This is crazy.
But the funny thing was, I just felt like I felt like I was cool because I had the shirt. I just put the shirt on, the uniform. So then I walk in there like, you know, so I walk in there and everybody's talking to each other, and I'm just like, hi. I grabbed the plate. I start making the food. But everybody started eating at the table, right? But I didn't know them, so I didn't want to intrude, or I guess I already intruded, but I didn't want to intrude.
Yeah, you intruded. Why didn't you just go all the way and just go sit with somebody and talk to them, bro?
I took the food outside and I ate it on the, you know, like the farm, because this was at the CVS and there's like a bench by the pharmacy and the pharmacy was closed.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got my food and I walked out. I ate by myself.
Oh my God, bro! This is day one.
It's just day one, and they kept asking like, "Oh, we need help at the register. We need help at the register." It was supposed to be me. I'm over there.
Hey, they need help with it. Hey, they need help at the register, bro. bruh.
I'm over there eating. I think it was like chicken and like macaroni salad, like from the stores and stuff. And I'm over there
Yeah.
eating that with some bread, making the chicken sandwich.
Yo, this guy's incredible, bro.
I just remembered that, and I was just like, dang, that was pretty bold of me, but I don't know. I was hungry and I was tired.
Would you do that again with that experience? Would you do that again?
Well, I mean, they didn't hate me.
I mean,
It
you
wasn't
just
like they didn't ostracize me from the group. Like they just, oh, and who's the new guy? He just came and ate and left. I was cool with everybody, so I would do it again for sure. You know.
Did anybody ever mention that?
No, nobody ever brought it up. I don't think it was. I don't know if it was an issue or what, but nobody ever brought it up. Not with me. And the food was good. Like, do it again.
Well, I imagine it was good. Sefa. My guy went and ate the plate before he was supposed to go to the register. He was paging it for help. He was the help.
Dog. It didn't even dawn on me that they was calling for help. Like I just heard people's voice on the thing, and I'm just sitting there in the corner by myself. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. That's why, I thought of that memory, and then I wrote this because I was like, that's funny. That's hella funny.
Yeah.
But nah, I would do it again. They didn't say nothing about it.
Okay, I would do it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, bro. I gotta learn to be a lot of shades, bro, because my guilt, bro. I just be feeling guilty.
I don't think people mind as much as you probably feel they do. You know, if it's a homemade food,
yourself to help you sleep at night, whatever helps, bro.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, they probably don't care as much as you think they do. So just go for it. Yo, he's a terrible influence, bruh.
I only say that because nobody brought it up with me. Like it was cool. Like it was fine. I think
they were definitely thinking it. Like, hey, you know that guy right there? You know, he just made himself a plate, and he just got hired here.
But in 6,
but you know what? That's fair because they didn't say it to you.
In 6 or 7 months, I feel like it would have came up if it was an issue. But since it didn't come up,
right?
I think they got to know. I think they got to know who I was, and it was like, oh yeah, this.
He's cool. All right, hey, he's cool.
He's broke as hell. That's what it was. He broke as hell. When I was working over there, like after all the events and the functions that we would have, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like little birthday parties, whatever, they would they got to a point where they would pack everything up for me. They were like, hey, Chef, we packed everything up from the party earlier today that you weren't working during, but everything's in there and it's in a big bag. You can take it home with you. I got a picture.
Thank you.
It got to that point, like they understood, like, bro, my we kind of struggling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I had 3 jobs or 2 jobs. I was like, yeah. So anything that helps. And so they would package everything. I got a picture, and I'll show you, bro. I was hella skinny at that time. I got a picture of me carrying all the Thanksgiving leftovers. It was this big old trash bag. Bro, I got home, bro. I felt like Santa Claus. This time my auntie and my uncle, hey, look what we got. We got mashed potatoes, we got chicken, we got turkey. She's like, oh my gosh. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
I think they grew to realize that I was the broke little kid that was, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I was with whatever.
Hey, fair enough. Hey, yeah, that would give me the confidence too to go to another line like that in day one. Yeah, okay, I hear you, bro.
Survival. Yeah. We were surviving.
Yeah, bros was surviving, trying to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for that picture too. I'm gonna send it to you. We might post that on the Instagram.
Yeah, do that, bro.
Oh man. Other than that, though, man, do you have anything else to add to anything or any other topic you wanted to touch on?
Nah, man. Just thank you guys again for still sticking with us, man. Thank you for your condolences too. It means a lot. It meant a lot to me, man. I really appreciate y'all for that, you know. Hitting us up in the group chat, sending your love and stuff, and just, you know, just being there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you again. Thank you for still watching us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Polytickin Network, man. You know what it is, man. Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month gets you early access to the weekly episode and an exclusive You know what I'm saying? Check out the Polytickin Network on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got Way Back Wednesday on there. And we got the Pacifica Movie Starter Kit along with the flagship show, the Polytickin Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Follow us everywhere on all socials at Oh Hello Marcus, Sefa Am. You know what I'm saying? Just thanks again.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's all I got.
Glad to have you back, bro. You know?
Thank you, man.
The last couple weeks.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. The last couple weeks, man, the energy's been a little different. You know what I'm saying? Glad to have you back. And also, shout out to the brother Lance of the Polynesian Podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for filling in for the Patreon last week, man. We appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. And we back. We back to our regularly scheduled program. You know what I'm saying? So without anything else, man, go ahead and take us out, bro.
This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast, you friggin' Diddy loving nerds. I'm Marcus, that's FAM. We out. Diddy, you suck, bro. Go 5 soy 4.
Yeah, 5.
Loser.